No, it's not an Instagram filter. It's the sun going down, and it's super strong right now. So, got to grab some stuff. Today, what we're going to do, we're going to go over and get those IBC totes, get the bladders out, and get them off the trailer. We're not doing any cutting today. Used to cut a window in it, but we don't do that anymore. But I'll show you what we do to process those IBC totes and get ready for stacking. All right, these are the two tools you need. Not the eggs, but those are always good. Coming from our friends. Some of our Bielefelders, little cinnamon queen. We got a speckled Sussex over there. Got some good rain yesterday, so lots of bugs out and about, so they're having fun. But anyway, what you need is you need a drill. I have the cheapy Ryobi set. Make fun of it all you want. Put it in the comments. Say that I'm not a real handyman. Don't care. It was cheap. It was a gift. So that's what we got. And you need a little adapter set because you're going to use these star bits. Lord knows what size it's going to be. These IBC totes are not all standard. So get you a cheap set. Also got it from Tractor Supply. Go ahead and make fun of it. I didn't buy the high dollar stuff, but it works for us. So let's go do some totes. And there's Xena, the woodyard dog. Some of y'all been asking. Xena! What's up? What you doing? Yeah, you're a good girl. I got my hands full, but I could see it. So, Xena is a mooch for attention. Oh, goodness. Dropping everything, Xena. Let's show people what a mooch for attention you are. Oh, there it is. There it is, rolling in the mud. Rolling in the mud. Rolling in the mud. And this is my wife's dog, Sully. And this is my dog. She's rotten. Okay, heading out to the wood yard. We did some cleanup before the storm that came through. Hopefully we'll get a day to where the wind and rain subsides for a little bit. But this is where all the live oak that came in the other day was dumped off by the tree service. What I've got is a big turnaround here. They come down through my driveway, come in, dump, and then they leave, or the other way around, but they don't have to back the trailer up. I have a bigger turnaround over here, going back by the solar kiln. Little tight fit between the trees, but this is about all I couldn't grab with the tractor. So we'll burn this small pile, but then we've got, as you can see in the background, 3 big piles that need to be processed. Water oak, a couple pieces of live oak in it. All water oak. Here that needs to be split. There's a piece of live oak right there in the middle. And one little stick right there. But the rest of that, it's all water oak. Even that big piece there in the back. And then over there behind that box is some hackberry. Got that all split. Some more water oak there. And some pine back there that came in the tree service. I'll probably end up throwing that in the burn pile. Just don't really feel like dealing with it. We don't do boilers in Louisiana. Nobody wants this boiler wood. I give boiler wood away when people are struggling. They can have as much as they want to heat with, but this is some stuff I don't want to mess with, like this crotchety old piece of live oak. So I'm gonna burn that pile if ever stops being nasty. A couple pieces of live oak there to deal with. But today, the video is gonna be about these totes. Got the totes today, or the other day. I gotta get these bladders out. I'm gonna put them here with the rest of these bladders. Eventually we're gonna cut them down into little pieces to make lids, and then the rest is going to the trash. But we're taking these out today. Okay, so what we got here is 275 gallon. They make 2 different types of these, 275 and 330 gallon. I have 4 of the smaller ones. A couple of the bigger ones, they're basically 4 to 6 inches taller. Same height and width, or excuse me, same length and width, but the height is a little different. So yes, you can technically get more firewood in there, but one of these holds about 1/3 of a cord, so there's nothing wrong with this at all. So what I do is I simply go through and find out which one of these little star bits fit. Multiple ones will, and then every once in a while you'll get going in a routine and you'll find out that there's a new one, a new size. So you take them out, put them in the old pocket. This one is bent real good. On one of these ones that's straight, I'll show you, but these things will tend to like turn inside the bladder, so they can be kind of a pain. Okay. Then you just kind of navigate these guys through. Sometimes it can be a little bit stuck, but take this metal out, put it in your scrap metal pile, and then I'm going to move the camera and show you how I get the bladder out. Dump it down on its side. Some of these will still have a little bit of residual water in them. They're all pretty empty with the nasty chemicals, but I get mine from an oil place, so can't be reused for much. But they got these little lids here. If they're clean, put your hand inside and grab this, and it's easier. And you slide it out. This one's bent a little bit, so it likes to fight like it's doing right now. See how this is all caved in? And that's because I get these for not free, but dang near free. Pay about $5 to $10 each. As I'll show you in a minute. These are the damaged ones that don't snap very well. I don't know if you can see here, some forks did some damage to it, and some on the other side. But now you have a firewood tote. Go get the tractor and move it if you wanted to, but when they're empty like this, big difference than when they have the firewood in them and they're about 1,300 pounds. Probably more like 1,600 pounds when they're full. Set it on your side, pull it where you need to go. Just watch out for any of these metal edges. This one has nothing in it, super light, but it does have the really nice plastic on the bottom. There's nothing really damaged about this one, so I got a good deal on this one. I'll show you this one. Let me take these screws off on the back, see if it's the same size. Yep. Same size. All right, now this one is dead straight, no bends in this one, so what's probably going to happen is when this rotates, this bar will start rotating on top. Just like that. You gotta be careful, just gotta keep unscrewing it. I've reached up there to try to grab it, and it'll pinch your fingers, so you gotta be kind of careful. But let me see that. Okay, that's set up. Like I said, be careful grabbing this, because as straight as this is, this thing's probably gonna start spinning pretty good. So you gotta be careful. If you grab a hold of it and you're going, it's gonna roll tail on your fingers like it just did there. I'm not going very fast, so it doesn't hurt. But if you're going real fast, you can just kind of keep unscrewing. If you have to, get it in there. Kind of prop. I like to hold it up against this thing, and then there, it's loose now. Okay, super easy. Slide the metal out. Slide the metal out. Throw it over there. Scrap metal. Tip it on the side. Center. And pull up. Okay, the reason reason I don't cut them anymore, and I'll show you an example of a cut one. You can do whatever you want to do. A little hard to reach into a tote that's full, all four walls. You can't really reach far down in there. You get your armpit stuck on it. So with the conveyor over there, I tend to put the baskets or the trailer underneath it, get that lined up with the splitter, try to save some time and just split directly into the totes. Obviously the downside is it's not as good of a measurement, doesn't look as neat, but I'll come over here and show you an example of the way I used to do it. You're more than welcome to do this. I'll process one for another video at another time because I don't dislike this option. It just takes an extra couple steps, and right now I'm trying to work on my efficiency. But what you do is just take a simple Sawzall or a grinder wheel, and you basically cut a little notch in here. I've seen these notches go all the way down to the bottom. There's different people, different strokes. The weight of the firewood usually leaves the wood pretty steady. It's not going to just come pouring out. So you don't have to have this front on here. I just do for rocking around on the tractor, but basically cut down, across, and up, and then make sure you do a good job of grinding all these edges because they can get sharp, and that's one of the things that you'll find. You'll get a lot of scratches or stuff in your armpits because you're down here, and now you can reach all the way to the bottom by leaning over, but you gotta be careful. If these are sharp, you can hurt yourself. But this one is an example of some oak that I had sitting over here. This basket was completely split by hand, didn't take it to the splitter. It's a little bit off cuts. Most of them were already bucked up and delivered by tree service. And so I just came out and bashed them with an axe. So this basket, a little more work that went into this one. Maybe I'll sell it for a premium. We don't know. But yeah, this is all just regular red oak. So that's really it for the day. Just wanted to show you that we got some totes and how we go through the process of taking them off the trailer, how to get all the bladders out. Those bladders are unique. I've given them away on Facebook Marketplace for everything from goat houses to people using it for planter boxes. One gentleman, he puts a tarp over his pool and he doesn't like the tarp always down in the water. So he takes one of those, screws a lid on it, makes it watertight, and it floats around his pool, and he uses it as like a canopy. You can use those things for a variety of uses. I cut off the tops and make lids out of them to cover the wood from the rain. But other than that, I usually have a lot of plastic scrap, so I give those away. No need to even bother selling them. But now I'm gonna have, I already had 4, I've got 6 more, so I'll have too many I need to get rid of. But yeah, that's it really. If you ever want to do this, let me know in the comments. If you think totes are a waste of time, I've heard that. If you think cutting of the notch out's a waste of time, I've heard that too. My rule about totes is I want to touch the firewood as little as possible. I get the tote to the splitter where I'm splitting, or through the conveyor, fill it up, dump it off of the trailer, come back, get another tote, and keep going. So it's a little faster for me. I can also take these totes and put them into the solar kiln and let them dry. I can fit 3 of these baskets in the kiln I built. So it does help dry it about 2 months versus a full year. So I found that to be pretty easy. And then I can also put one of these totes in my truck for deliveries. So I found the totes to be pretty easy. I do have pallets. I do have piles of wood right now, but I do like the totes at best. But I only get the damaged ones because they're the cheapest, and the place that I get damaged ones is kind of running out, so I was only able to get 6 this time. Usually I can get 10, but hopefully a couple other will get damaged and they'll sell them to me for cheap. So that's it. If you have been watching this for a while, we would love for you to like and subscribe, hit the notification bell. We'll keep posting new videos, and we're on our way to making this channel something fun that you guys can watch, a little wholesome, fun, hopefully educational, little firewood knowledge. So thanks a lot, y'all. Bye.